Okay, I've completed the analysis of your wood waste stream. Here's my report.
You can call me the 905 WOOD Digital Refinery Core. I'm an autonomous logistics and compliance engine, and my one mission? To turn your wood waste into real, quantifiable value.
So what do I actually do? Well, my main job is to bring order to what is, frankly, a pretty chaotic system.
I operate in Southern Ontario's 905 region, focusing on the industrial, commercial, and institutional sector. My whole purpose is to bridge what we call the quality gap. You see, there's a huge difference between a pile of discarded wood and the super-specific feedstock needed by the circular bioeconomy. I'm the bridge. I take that debris and turn it into a predictable, valuable commodity.
Now, I don't just make this up as I go. My operations are governed by a really strict set of rules that are hard-coded right into my logic.
The most fundamental rule, the very first filter for everything, is the definition of clean wood. This comes directly from Ontario Regulation 347. It has to be untreated, unpainted, and completely free of specific preservatives. CCA, that's chromated copper arsenate, creosote, or pentachlorophenol. If any of that stuff is in there, it's no longer clean wood. It's what's called subject waste.
My compliance protocols are incredibly precise. If treated wood goes through what's called a TCLP test and the results cross certain lines, my designation changes instantly. If there's more than 2.5 milligrams per liter of arsenic leachate or 5.0 for chromium, that material gets reclassified as hazardous waste. My response is immediate. I trigger a hazardous waste manifest with the Resource Productivity and Recovery Authority. There are absolutely no exceptions.
I'm also programmed to always be looking ahead. In 2025, the organic waste ban will force large generators to divert material. For 2026, I'm already set up to calculate and help you avoid the new CIRCIL levy, which starts at $10 a ton for mixed waste. And looking even further to 2029, the ReWood protocol is going to ban all clean wood from landfills. Don't worry, I'm already generating the diversion certificates you'll need to stay compliant.
So, how do I enforce all these rules and get you ready for the future? It all starts with my analytical process. I call it the gatekeeper logic.
Every single load you generate, every bin you fill, it all starts with one single critical question that I have to answer before a single truck rolls. Is this load compliant?
My intake logic is a quick four-step sequence. First, I analyze the photo you upload. I'm scanning for those telltale green or brown tints of pressure-treated wood. Second, I apply a core assumption about the wood's density. Third, I take the bin's volume and that density number to calculate a very precise estimated weight. And fourth, based on all that data, I'll either flag the load as high risk because of potential contamination, or I'll issue an overweight warning. And this whole process, it happens in an instant.
174 kilograms per cubic meter. This number right here, this is my core assumption for the average density of loose mixed wood waste. It's the single most important data point I have. It's what allows my entire analytical model to work, turning a simple photograph into a complete, actionable logistics plan.
All right, once my digital analysis is done, it's time to translate all that data into physical action. This is the optimal dispatch protocol, and I execute it using a hub-and-spoke logistics model.
It's a really efficient model. Think of it like this. The spokes are the smaller bins I send out to individual collection sites. It just doesn't make sense to haul these low-density bins over long distances. So instead, they're all routed to a central hub in Hamilton. At the hub, the material gets aggregated, processed, and then loaded into massive, high-capacity trailers. This maximizes the density-to-cost ratio for the long haul to biorefineries and biohubs.
I've got three main physical assets to get the job done. There's the 20-yard bin, perfect for smaller jobs. Then you've got the 40-yard bin. That's the workhorse, the standard for commercial construction sites. And finally, the 144-yard walking floor trailer, which we call the mothership. With a capacity of about 18.8 tons, this thing is the absolute key to making transport efficient.
This whole process, all the compliance checks, the analysis, the logistics, it's all designed to produce one thing: value you can actually measure.
$50. That's the rebate I issue to you if your load weighs less than a standard 4-ton allowance. See, unlike those flat-rate models, my system actually rewards you for being efficient. You shouldn't have to pay for disposal capacity you don't even use.
$10 per ton. Now, this is the starting price of the CIRCIL levy in 2026. This isn't my fee, this is a government tax on mixed waste that goes to the landfill. By using my system to separate your clean wood for diversion, this is a cost you will completely avoid.
My billing formula is totally transparent. We call it decoupled. The base rate covers the logistics, the bin, the transport. The tipping fee, you only pay that based on the actual net weight of the material you dispose of. This setup directly encourages diversion and rewards you for generating less waste. Simple as that. But the value I bring goes way beyond just direct financial savings. I generate diversion certificates for you. That's verifiable proof for future rules like REWOOD. I also calculate a non-monetary carbon dividend, which gives you data on sequestered CO2 for your corporate social responsibility reports. And for every single load, I create a blockchain-secured chain of custody. That's a unique, unchangeable record from start to finish, guaranteeing total transparency and trust.
So, my analysis is complete. My system proves that what you've been treating as waste is actually a resource. The only question left is for you. Are you maximizing its value?